Afternoon, people. Now, I was thinking the other day, we've got privatisation pretty much of almost everything. NHS is right up there, just about to be privatised. That bill that goes through Parliament next week, right, is going to be like the nail in the coffin. It's going to be the door open for eventual privatisation. You need to look at it, because I'm telling you, that's what's going to fucking happen. The NHS is going to be sold down the river. And it's been looking that way for a long time, because the government don't want it. It's a burden for them, you know. Yes, we pay our taxes into it, but they squander a lot of our taxes, and there's a lot of corruption in government where they piss money away on stupid things. I mean, look at Boris and his government giving all his mates who really shouldn't have had it PPE contracts and all the rest of it. That's corruption, simple and pure and simple, all right? But that being said, you know, privatisation in a lot of ways is there predominantly, we're told, to give consumers more options, better choices, and because of the competition, it brings down the prices. Well, that's fucking bollocks, right? Look at the gas, electric and water, fucking paying much more than what we would have been paying in the 80s and 90s. You take into account inflation and all the rest of it, I bet you we're paying fucking much more, right? We're getting screwed. Look at the buses in London, right? All of them, there's fucking all these different operators, right? You've got 15 different operators, all divided up into little sections. So, you know, you've got Metroline West, Metroline Travel, you've got, you know, London United, London Sovereign, blah, blah, blah. They're all divided up. They're all the same companies, but they're all divided up, and it all works out that really there's 15 companies. Once you divide them all up, works out about 30 odd companies. And it's ridiculous. Nothing runs properly, nothing works properly a lot of the time. You look at the renationalisation of the trains. Well, that's a classic, that is, for a cock up on privatisation, right? So the train companies that run the trains make a fucking fortune, right? You pay through the nose for a service which is crap, right? The train either doesn't turn up, or when it does, you can't get on a poxy thing, right? And we pay, the taxpayer pays for the upkeep of all the stations in the track. How the heck is that benefiting the economy? And how the heck is that benefiting you, right, and me? It ain't, is it? Because we're paying more for a service that's crap, and we're paying on top of that, out of our taxes, for the track that it runs on and the stations that are at. Now, the government will say privatisation is the best national... Right, okay. Deutsche Bahn runs London Overground, right? Deutsche Bahn runs a lot of bus services in the UK, yeah? It's a German state-owned company. RATP runs a lot of bus service and rail services in the UK. It's a French state-owned company. You'll find a lot of these companies that have bought out our state-owned companies are state-owned companies of other countries. So if state-owned companies don't work, seems to be working all right for them.